Welcome to the Glenn Beck program. Scott Brown is getting a lot of heat today. His Facebook fan page is getting flooded with cries of rhino and all the rest. But should he be getting attacked? In case you don't know, he voted for Harry Reid's jobs bill yesterday. The one Harry Reid said, you vote for, otherwise women are going to get beat up by those nasty, testy, unemployed men. Right. I think one of three things happened with Brown. Either he, one, misrepresented himself. He said he was conservative and, was going to cut back on all the spending. But I don't think that's true. Could be a trick. He may be doing what Benjamin Franklin said. You got to compromise. And he's taking an easy one now so he can come back later and say, no, no, no. Or the third one. The American people lied to themselves. The voters misunderstood who he was. Thought maybe he was something that he never claimed to be. We're going to talk about lies today. It's for you to decide. Hello, America. White House can still call at any time. I'm wearing the shirt and tie just to throw them off. It makes them dizzy. Think about, I don't know. I think it was about 1.9 seconds had elapsed before Scott Brown's Senate election victory was over, and then immediately polls started popping up. Can Scott Brown be president in 2012? Remember we talked about it? I mean, I get it. People were excited. But the only thing people really knew about the guy nationally was he had an old pickup truck, and he won. Call me crazy, and they do, but I'd like to know just a little bit more before I anoint someone the savior of the universe or make them president of the United States. I have a sneaking suspicion Brown 2012 may have lost a little steam after he voted for Harry Reid's jobs bill. Some Tea Party members woke up this morning and probably threw up just a little bit in their mouths when they read the news. They thought, wait, what? We took him in, we helped him get a victory, and now he does this? Well, he's getting a ton of heat. But I have to ask myself, why? Too many people just assumed that he was a small government conservative. I don't believe he ever claimed to be a Tea Partier or a small government conservative. In reality, he was at best a mixed bag for Massachusetts. He's a Massachusetts conservative. He voted for lower state income taxes and against Democrats on taxes more than half of the time. The other half, I guess he was okay with it. He also opposed several efforts by governors to curb state spending. He will not tax, but he will spend. Sound familiar? There wasn't a ton to go on, but after the analysis of his voting record, Brown was said to be left of the most left Republican in the Senate, Olympia Snowe. That's not really a member of the Tea Party. So why all the shock and the outrage after he votes for a spending bill? And it's a relatively small one in comparison. Because he's a progressive Republican. A progressive Republican. People feel today that they were lied to, but I don't think you were. But we have to look at the kind of lie. There are really two kinds of lies. The first kind of lie is the lie, it's about us. The lie we tell ourselves. Thank you. Many people in America chose to believe that Scott Brown was a small government conservative. Well, he never claimed to be. We projected that on him. He is a progressive Republican like Snowe or John McCain. It's the same kind of lie that the people on the other side of the stick did. I mean, a lot of people voted for Barack Obama, and they convinced themselves, he's not a Marxist. He's not going to do all those things. He's not, okay, he was just saying that to Joe the plumber, redistribution of wealth. He doesn't mean that. He's a centrist. Really? And now they're completely shocked that he'd actually continue to try to spend trillions of dollars that we don't have and redistribute the wealth. That's the first kind of lie. It's about us. The second kind of lie is really about them. The bold-face lie. The no guilty eyes staring at the ground. It's the one that they're staring right straight in your face without a shred of remorse. It's the kind of lie that is the real danger here. It's the kind of lie this guy told. Okay? America's got to know if our president is a crook. Okay? Can just look you right in the eye. Now, there's a couple of recent examples here. First, Nancy Pelosi. This is a news story today. She's got a pretty good poker face, I think, mainly because it's now looking like this all the time. But maybe that's just me. She has never claimed that she was wrong on that whole, I was never briefed on how the Bush administration was using waterboarding. She's never disagreed with this statement.
The CIA briefed me only once on enhanced interrogation techniques in September 2002 in my capacity as ranking member of the Intelligence Committee. I was informed then that the Department of Justice opinions had concluded that the use of enhanced interrogation techniques were legal. The only mention of waterboarding at that briefing was that it was not being employed.
See, here's the problem with that one. This is not the, you might have wanted to believe Nancy Pelosi. That would be a lie about you, that you told yourself. But seeing these documents that have just come out, I mean, they've been made public by Amnesty International. They kind of cast doubt on that story, about the whole ongoing interrogations thing. It's pretty clear if you just look at the documents. Now, there's another one. John Edwards. John Edwards was only a few votes away from being the president of the United States for a while there. Then the rumors started to surface that he was cheating, but not just on his wife, his cancer-stricken wife, and that he fathered a love child. He wanted to make it clear, looking you right in the eye, that's absolutely untrue. Watch.
I have no idea what you're asking about. I've responded consistently to these tabloid allegations by saying I don't respond to these lies, and you know that you covered, and I stand by that.
No hedging there. He's telling you exactly like it is, and then, as the same as this guy, the DNA comes out, and then, oh, did I say no? Okay, I am the father. In fact, he said, quote, I'm Quinn's father. I'll do everything in my power to provide her with the love and support that she deserves. It was wrong for me to deny that she was my daughter. You think so? Well, how very, very tender of you, John Edwards. And then there is this example, which mysteriously has drawn a chorus of yawns from the media. This one comes from President Obama. This is one of the most outrageous lies I have seen in quite some time, and yet nobody seems to care, and this is important. While he was on the campaign trail, he's been asked about his relationship with Acorn. I want to show you his response. Watch carefully. Do you believe him here? His relationship with Acorn. Campaign trail. Watch.
My relationship to Acorn is pretty straightforward. It's probably 13 years ago, when I was still practicing law, I represented Acorn, and my partner in that representation was the U.S. Justice Department in having Illinois implement what was called the motor voter law.
Okay. I mean, that sounds so straightforward. Look, it was 13 years ago, and I was involved with the Justice Department. 13 years ago. He's got nothing to do with them. It's no big deal, right? I want you to know this was not an isolated incident. It wasn't just him getting caught there on the grass. This time, he repeated this claim at a presidential debate. Again, watch him.
Had nothing to do with us. We were not involved. The only involvement I've had with Acorn was I represented them alongside the U.S. Justice Department in making Illinois implement a motor voter law.
He can look you right in the eye. Got it? Nothing. I got nothing to do with Acorn. And people said, he's telling the truth. Now, in the very same election campaign, we now have a video clip that has been uncovered during a House investigation by Congressman Issa. Here is what Obama has said when being interviewed by Acorn about Acorn right around the same time. Watch.
And I definitely welcome Acorn's input. You don't have to ask me about that. I'm going to call you even if you didn't ask me. When I ran Project Vote, voter registration drive in Illinois, Acorn was smack dab in the middle of it. Once I was elected, there wasn't a campaign that Acorn worked on down in Springfield that I wasn't right there with you. Since I've been in the United States Senate, I've been always a partner with Acorn as well. I've been fighting with Acorn, alongside Acorn, on the issues you care about my entire career.
Got it? Did we somehow or another misunderstand him? Is there another definition of "is" that I missed in that statement? In the same campaign season, he said these two statements. Play them back to back, please.
And I definitely welcome Acorn's input. You don't have to ask me about that. I'm going to call you, even if you didn't ask me. It had nothing to do with us. We were not involved.